Hello and welcome to Dale Cycles in Glasgow. My name's Scott and today I'm going to talk to you about a few of the big developments for Bosch bikes in 2017. If you come in a little closer, I'll show you the first and most important difference. A lot of bikes for 2017 are going to come with this new Bosch Purion display unit. You'll see obviously it's a lot smaller, a lot more subtle than the older Intuvia system. It's not a replacement, it will be sold alongside the Intuvia. The Purion here is a little smaller, it's a little cheaper to spec, and it's really aimed at mountain bikers, people that are going to be riding the bike perhaps off-road and want something a little smaller, a little more subtle and a little less likely to be damaged if you take a tumble out on the trails, out in the real world. So the computer has most of the functions that the Intuvia did, minus a few. We'll talk about those later. Firstly though, you'll see it's got big, clear plus and minus buttons. Now as in the Intuvia, these are going to cycle up and down through the different modes that are available from the Bosch system. Plus, you'll see it's in turbo and minus down through sport, tour, eco and completely off, back up to turbo there, which is where most of you are probably going to leave it. Now, this computer can also go through the different function modes. You'll see there's no info button like there would be in the Intuvia, but with this system you hold down the minus. Hold it here, you see you go from range to the power display, trip distance, total distance or odometer, range, and then back to your turbo, eco, sport setting, what have you. So the bike doesn't come supplied with lights, this one doesn't anyway, but if you did have lights, again you'll notice there's no light on off function. In this bike you would hold down the plus for a couple of seconds, about 3, and that will engage or disengage the light so they can still be switched on and off remotely if you do get them hardwired in after the fact. Beyond that, there's a few drawbacks compared to the Intuvia. There's no time or date function. So retailers can still set service intervals, based on the mileage. So they can say, someone covers 1,000 miles, and then they can set the computer to flash up service due, just so you don't have to keep track of it yourself. But there is no time date function, so we can't really put in anything like 1 year from the date of purchase, remind you to take a service. It'll all be mileage based, or you put a date in your calendar. There is one hidden function for the Purion system that's probably going to be quite important to you. A lot of these bikes are coming in from Europe, so they'll be set to kilometers per hour. There's no immediate obvious way to change between the two, but if you zoom in a little closer, we'll see that if you hold down the minus button and then tap the power button, you'll see up at the top right, we're switching between miles per hour and kilometers per hour, back to miles per hour for us, I think. So that's quite a smart system there. The other big change with these display units for 2017 is a 2-stage walk function. So before, there was a walk button in the bottom, and there still is, but that no longer drives the wheels just with one push. It's now walk plus. We'll see if we zoom in close, roll the bike forward, hold down the walk button, it will say walk plus. Now what that's doing is it's giving you 3 seconds to then press the plus button after the walk button to engage the walk function. Push, then push, pedals turn, cranks move, chain moves, wheel drives. So that's going to really help you if you're having to push it up, sharp hill, get up and down some stairs or in and out of a building. So that's still there, it's just a 2-button press now, which Bosch reckons makes it a little bit safer, especially if you're working the bike and your hands are close to the chain. So that's quite a smart little system there. We'll turn that off for now. So the second big development for 2017 is the release of the compact charging unit. So obviously traditionally these bikes that come with a standard charger, quite a bulky item. This new unit's 200 grams lighter and it's 40% smaller than the previous standard charger. Now again, like the Purion, this isn't a replacement for any of the standard kit, it's just an option. What we have found is though, this is a little bit cheaper to spec, so a lot of manufacturers are bundling this with the bike, so it could be you'll get a standard charger, it could be that you get one of these, especially on the entry-level models. What we'll do is we'll do a quick unboxing, we'll just see what's included. Open this up. So you'll see we've got 2 pieces. We've got the travel charger here, which if you're familiar with the standard charger, you'll see this is a lot smaller. This means if you're doing a little bit of touring, long distance riding perhaps, this is much easier to carry with you in a rucksack or in a pannier. Allows you to maybe charge when you're on the go. So quite a cafe or something, stop for lunch, get this plugged in if they're polite enough, and perhaps extend your ride a little further than you would have been able to before. Now, a lot of brands are giving you these 2-pin plugs as standard. Rest assured, any bike you get from Dale Cycles, we will supply a 3-pin UK standard plug. So that's not something to worry about, but if you do get a bike elsewhere, bear in mind this may be all you get, so that's something to budget in for. Now, there are a few drawbacks with this little unit. First of all, it's a 2 amp rather than a 4 amp charger. That's the downside to making it so compact. What that means in the real world is, old charger, standard charger was 4 amps, so we're talking almost double the charge time. So if you're lucky enough to have maybe one of the bigger, the 500 watt-hour batteries, you could be looking at upwards of 7 hours for a full charge from near empty versus maybe 3.5, 4 hours with a standard charger. So there is a small drawback there, but hey, it's cheaper, it's smaller, it's lighter, it's easy to carry, and the standard charger will always be available as an aftermarket purchase for around about £100. So you can obviously get the build if that's going to suit your riding better. So I mean, that's the 2 biggest differences for 2017, and as always, if you've got any questions or comments, let us know in the comment section below. Thanks again.